Hello and welcome to the STV Radio Football Show. Ladies and gentlemen, we're the famous Tartan Army and we're off to USA, USA, USA. We're the famous Tartan Army and we're off to USA. Thank you so much for joining us on this emergency podcast.
Give me that.
Where for the first time in 27 years we get to say the phrase, Scotland are going to the World Cup.
Yeah!
Can you believe it? Come on!
Bring it on!
Oh my goodness. What a night under the lights at Hampden Park. One of the most incredible nights in Scottish football history. Some of the most incredible goals in Scottish football history. And let me tell you, folks, we'll get to it. But some of the most wildest celebrations from the Tartan Army.
Does that include you, Ronnie? That includes you too. I'm going to tell everybody what happened last night. I went home as a professional that I am, right? Because I knew that we were coming in here at like 8 o'clock in the morning to record this show because of what happened the night before.
Correct.
Win, lose, draw, we were coming in here at 8 o'clock this morning.
Yes, because we're professional.
I'm the only professional one here. So I was able to drive in to record this show this morning because I wasn't up until 4 o'clock this morning celebrating and drinking with Cat Harvey. Now, look at your eyes.
Folks.
Look at your eyes.
Folks.
You're still half pissed, mate. And then you look at Callum. He's looking half pissed as well. And not only that, this is how bad it is. Alan, who owns and runs the studio,
The voice of God.
the voice of God, had to pick these two Muppets up like an Uber driver because they were.
I'm going to stop you very quickly.
They're half past.
You say 4 o'clock in the morning. It was 6 o'clock.
Was it 6? Was it 6?
And one final note, folks, before we get to the football. This sick bucket. is just in case. All right, I'm putting it back down.
This is a short and sweet show today, just to sort of like react to what happened last night. But you two are still. Are you still
absolutely
pissed? Yeah, you're pissed. I
cannot believe.
Yeah. I mean,
what happened last night, folks?
Just as well this isn't smell-o-vision because those two boys are stinking.
It was genuinely one of the greatest nights. It's got to be one of the greatest nights of anyone's lives. Who was there, who watched, who celebrated, who hugged a loved one at full time. This is what football is. This is why it's called the beautiful game, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
It is incredible.
I think the last couple of nights have proved that football is the greatest game on earth. When you look at Ireland and the celebrations there.
And then we topped it.
And then we
topped it.
And I spent most of the night just flicking through videos of fans celebrating in pubs.
Do you not get quite emotional?
Scotland. But I was in tears when Kenny McLean's goal went in. I was literally in tears. I was there with my kids. My sister was there with pizzas. It was a big family get-together. It was just the most amazing feeling. It genuinely was one of the best feelings I've had watching the national team. And as John McGinn said, we were rubbish. We were rubbish, but I don't care.
Gives a toss.
That's what he said. Literally said, I don't give a toss. Yeah. Yes, we're rubbish. Yes, we need to improve. Yes, we need to get better, but I don't care. We are going to the World Cup. And that kind of summed up the entire campaign.
Can you say that one last bit one more time?
What was that?
Where are we going?
We're going to the World Cup.
We're going to the World
Cup, yes!
I just don't know what to say.
I know.
No, we're not great for a podcast. But the team, that was a roller coaster. We had, right, let's go through it, right? McTominay's goal. One of the greatest goals you'll ever see. In terms of what it meant, he was hanging in the air for about 20 minutes, the big lad.
He was like Michael Jordan.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Michael Jordan upside down.
And Hampden went mental. It was incredible.
Do you know what I loved about that particular goal? It wasn't even just a goal. His celebration.
What was that about?
The arrogance of it.
Love it.
It was just like full of arrogance. It was like,
that's what I do.
That's what I do. This is who I am.
It's my job. I put the ball in the net.
I'm Scott McTominay, Ballon d'Or nominee. I do that.
And then
I do that.
And then we lose the penalty. Which is never a penalty, by the way.
It was.
I know.
Yeah. I'm with you. Definitely a penalty.
I was going to text you. Shankland. He comes on and he gets his goal.
I mean, I was off the chair when McTominay scores, but because it's my boy, Shankland.
And he deserves it, to be fair.
And he deserves it.
Because he's been incredible.
And I thought he played well when he came on as well. He held the ball up well. He was intelligent with the ball when he was in possession with it. And that's what a good striker does. He's there.
Is this where we give you credit? Because you sat here 2 days ago and you said, Lawrence Shankland has to play because if he does, he'll score.
He's going to go. Yeah. But that's what he does. And he's really good and he's flying just now. But then
2 minutes later.
Dorgu.
2 minutes later.
The Man United fullback, who I thought was a thorn in our side all night.
Fantastic player.
And let's be honest here. I thought it was a really good finish. I mean, really cool, composed, calm finish. And see when it's 2-2, I'm close to turning the telly off.
Can I ask the 2 of you a question then? Be honest, at that point when it went 2-2, did you believe?
It was done.
No.
No.
I just couldn't.
No, I couldn't see it.
I just thought...
I thought it was another heartache story.
It's Scotland all over again.
Yeah.
And I know, and I know the script, I know the headlines, it's got all good. And then... Kieran Tierney. Oh my God.
He comes on it right back.
And
he comes right back.
And produces the worldiest of worldy finishes to
At that time.
tunnel it past his teammate Kasper Schmeichel.
Aye.
And Bedlam.
He knows
Bedlam.
he knows how shit Schmeichel is. So he knew where to put it.
Always stays right. Always stays right.
But here's the thing about that. Now, you know when a player misses a penalty, he's going to live with that for the rest of his life. That Danish midfielder who fluffed the clearance to allow Kieran Tierney to step onto it with his left foot
Incredible.
first time and curl it into the far corner. I mean, he's going to be having nightmares for a long, long time, particularly if they don't get to the World Cup because they've got to go through the playoffs now. But Kieran Tierney, again, his celebration, I was like... The boy has had a rough time of it in a number of years because he wasn't getting a game at Arsenal.
Yep.
He then went on loan to Spain and he had picked up another wee injury. He came back to Celtic and the Celtic fans were delighted to have him back and they were singing about him even when Greg Taylor was still playing for Celtic. He hadn't even arrived and the Celtic fans were singing about Kieran Tierney. And he's not had the best of starts at Celtic. It'd be fair to say. And the Celtic fans have been critical of him. And then he steps up and he does that. I mean, for me, I've always said this about Kieran Tierney. If it wasn't for injury, he'd be one of the best left backs in world football.
Yeah.
In the history of left backs in world football, had he kept injury free. But that was just sensational.
To take that shot first time in the 93rd minute. And I forgot to mention, folk, can I just get a big shout out to Rasmus Christensen? Good morning, Rasmus. Thank you so much for your second red card. No, you got a red card.
Oh, the red card. But it's never a red card.
Rasmus, we love you so much, my friend. Thank you so much. That might be the venom talking, but thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
It's never a yellow card.
Never in his life.
Oh, who cares?
It's never in his life.
Who cares?
And then we thought 3-2, and we're managing the game, and we're taking the ball into the corner, and everything's great. They get the corner in the 97th minute, and I thought, oh, no. And then the ball drops to Kenny McLean. And he shoulders it, And around us, it was a case of put it in the corner, give it to McTominay, give it left. What are you doing? And he scores the goal with a halfway line.
I mean, it just
we didn't even know the full time whistle had gone. We were too busy celebrating.
It just summed up the 90 minutes. It just summed up the entire campaign. It was crazy. It's been a nuts campaign. And I have been critical of Kenny McLean. And a lot of the Scotland fans have been critical of Kenny McLean. Lots of Scotland fans are going, what is he doing in the squad? But see, when he came on for Gannon Doak, I've got to put my hands up, and I thought he was outstanding.
Yeah.
I mean, he came in at a really difficult time, in a difficult position. We had no out-and-out pace. We had no out-ball. But I thought Kenny McLean didn't put a foot wrong last night. He made some brilliant blocks, and it was his cross into the box that led to Kieran Tierney's goal as well. Let's not forget that. So I thought he was outstanding.
A word for Ben Gannon Doak, by the way. Sending a love. That's just horrible.
Oh, he was crying as well. Shame.
But hopefully that's made up for a wee bit.
You spoke to, I don't know if you remember this, through all the venoms that you've had in the last 8 hours. You spoke to Kieran Tierney at full time.
Yes, we did. And he said, so we asked him, Kieran, talk to us through it, what happened. And he said, someone to his right told him, take a touch, you've got time. Can you imagine? Right, it's like, I'm not taking a touch. And he hit this
So
first
somebody
time.
shouted,
One of his
Kieran,
teammates.
time, take a touch.
take a touch, time. Wonder who that was. I'll have to watch the game back
I
now.
know. We didn't even.
Who's
He
to his
didn't.
right?
He didn't even know at that time.
Who's to his right? Because see, when you play football, and we've all played football, you do shout that to your teammate. Take a touch. You got time. You got space. You got room. So he's clearly went. Boom.
And what followed was genuinely. I mean, all I've done is get emotional watching the celebration shots of people in their houses, in their living rooms. Shout out to our colleagues at the BBC, Al Lamont and Liam McLeod, for your commentary, gentlemen. Incredible stuff that will live forever. That's not going anywhere.
I don't know who it was on the BBC commentary on the TV last night. Liam McLeod was outstanding.
But wonderful human being.
And I've been quite critical of Stephen Thompson on Sports Scene. But for me, I think he's a brilliant co-commentator because he gets involved. He's one of us.
Yeah.
He's one of us.
Yeah.
He's not like your everyday pundit that comes on with the cliches and says what needs to be said. He's screaming, he's shouting.
Michael Stewart.
Yeah, him. Oh, don't. But somebody, and I don't know which one it was, McFadden or Thompson, while Liam McLeod was doing the commentary, was shouting, shoot, 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 shoot. And I'm like going, corner flag. And I think it might have been Stephen Thompson.
Oh, unbelievable.
Shoot. And Kenny must have heard him because bang, top corner with Schmeichel running back to try and stop it from going in.
And there was no full-time whistle because we just started.
full-time whistle.
There was fireworks in the air at Hampden. I ended up 3 rows in front of me. Don't know who I was hugging. Not a clue. The press box is supposed to be this sensible, to an extent. You're supposed to be a bit reserved. Not a chance.
None of
in
it.
hell.
None
we
of
were
it.
miles away, and this is what football does. You get to see people at their absolute most joyful. There was people hugging each other who didn't know each other, and this is what we've been missing for 27 years.
And the thing is, Callum, I mean, the reason he's not saying very much because he's pissed, and he's not going to remember any of this whatsoever. But how did you feel last night?
Before, during, or after?
All of it.
There's a risk here of sounding like an arrogant arse.
But you've always said we're going to top the group.
I said, I actually might cry when I say it.
Oh God, he really is
Sorry.
pissed. Sorry, God, sorry, Murray, but he's getting a bit emotional here.
Folks, the studio. I said when the group was drawn, I don't know what it was. I had the feeling I'm often wrong. You boys know that better than anyone.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I am wrong all the time. And I just knew it. I just knew we'd do it. I just felt it from minute one up until even during that.
Even at 2-2.
Even at 2. Well, do you know? I'll be honest. Did I waver at any point? I wavered when it was about 84 minutes and Denmark were playing the game as we would if we were in their position.
Yeah.
I was wavering. And then Kieran Tierney went, "Oh, Callum, what are you doing that for?"
I'm pulling you out a hole.
Here we go. And yeah, we did it.
And the celebrations afterwards will go down in history.
And you know
in
what?
history.
And you know, it's great for Scottish football, but it's also great for the country. And what I mean by that, for the economy, for
No, you're right. No,
How are we here? Why is Ewen Cameron talking about the
you're
economy?
Right.
No,
I
but-
remember when we qualified for 24, we qualified for 20. The country was just a bit shit.
It was.
And we just needed something.
And
to just lift everybody.
I mean, and it's going to lift the entire nation. It's going to help businesses. It's going to help the economy. It's going to help. We've got something to look forward to. You can imagine what it's going to be like when the draw's made in December. We'll find out who we're getting. And then we've got that 6-month build-up to start the World Cup. And it will be a 6-month build-up because it's the first time in 27 years that we've been to a World Cup. And I just think it's fantastic for the entire country, for kids, for the economy, for sports media, for football fans, for just everything.
For someone,
just everything.
For people who've maybe launched a podcast recently who might not get to go to America. So before we get to the draw and what happened, I need to discuss a couple of Scottish chants that, for me, was just incredible last night. So, folks, we went out last night, right? Myself,
We can see that.
Callum,
We can hear it as
and
well.
the rest of the Scottish press corps, the media team of all different broadcasters and newspapers and radio stations. You don't get this. First in 27 years, we were out in a pub with all the Tartan Army. So The first one, the song, I'm Horny.
I'm horny, 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 horny.
No, not anymore. You're not.
No?
You are.
Grant Hanley, 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 Hanley. Grant Hanley, 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 Hanley.
He was brilliant last night.
By the way,
He was
Right,
amazing.
do me a favour, right? Imagine you get the call 10 minutes before kick-off. Suitor's pulled up in the warm-up. You need to play. He's obviously got... He's been told, obviously, the day before, as the manager would often do, you're no playing. And then you get told 10, 15 minutes before, by the way, you're in.
Maybe that's what you do with Hanley going forward.
David Gray, if you're listening.
10 minutes before kickoff, by the way, mate, you're playing. I'm at okay. All right.
So we've got a Grant Hanley tune, folks.
Okay.
But...
Can I, just very before he says it,
But-
this is all him. And in the pub last night, sorry, please.
Did you come up with it?
I think I might have.
It's a Ronnie Charters classic.
I think.
Have you created a song?
I do not want it. See if someone else has done it right. I will bow to your superior knowledge.
Okay.
But we were sitting last night. I had 2 Venoms in each hand.
2 Venoms in each hand.
A Venom in each hand.
I think you're talking about Venom, 2 Venoms all night, but not in
No,
each
and
hand.
I had a Venom in each hand. I had a See You Jimmy hat on. And then there was that point of the DJ had just stopped playing the song. And it was then... And then all of a sudden it became... Kenny McLean from the halfway line.
Kenny McLean from the halfway line. Again. Kenny McLean from the halfway line.
Where?
Kenny McLean from the halfway line.
Folks, listen, see if it wasn't me and if someone else did it, I cut Texas, comment, whatever you want to do. But there was the point where the whole place, bar started flocking towards us because they realised there's a chant going on and it just went bonkers.
Did somebody film it?
Yeah,
we've
You got it. Kenny McLean
from the halfway line. Kenny McLean from the halfway line. Again. Kenny McLean from the halfway line.
Unbelievable.
Kenny McLean from the halfway line.
A legend
It's
forever.
so good
A
to
legend
listen to.
forever.
Brilliant. I can hear that in America.
He's been really nice, but it was him. It was Ronnie.
Kenny McLean's got a tune.
Kenny, mate, you need to come on the podcast now.
Aye.
We've christened you a song.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it then. What happens next? Not only do right.
So wait. See, before we go any further, right? Because can you check the pot 1 teams?
can.
I'd like to know. Well, no. First of all, when is the draw?
So, ladies and gentlemen, the date for your diary is Friday, the 5th of December,
Okay.
5 p.m. UK time.
5 p.m. UK time. And
Sorry.
what are the hosts?
Keep this here.
Have you had the wee...
There's a moment, folks. I've had a wee moment there. Sorry.
Was that a burp that was more than a burp? That was a burp that was more than a burp. That wee bit that's in the back here through you. Oh, I'm going to slow that back down.
God, is burp supposed to be chewy?
There's the episode title. Thank you very much.
Sorry, God. Sorry, folks.
Just writing that. I'm literally writing that down.
Right, so what are the host cities for the World Cup?
So the draw's the 5th of December, folks. There's a lot of permutations to talk around and go round. But let's go through the host cities. This is where... So
Is that you put your bucket down?
I'm all right now. I've got it. The chewiness is gone.
You've gone very red.
Oh, I know. I tell you what. Has anybody ever been sick in a podcast in here, Marino?
Nah.
We'll see.
Well, it's a first for everything.
Right. So they're split into regions. So you know, obviously it's going to be an American Central Time Zone, Eastern Time Zone, Western Time Zone. But these are the cities we could be playing in next year. Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle, Vancouver, Dallas, Guadalajara, Houston, Kansas City, Mexico City, Monterrey, Atlanta, Boston, Miami, New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Toronto. The opening game of the 2026 World Cup will begin on Thursday, the 11th of June, in the Azteca in Mexico City.
For getting through that without spewing. Ronnie Charters. What a professional.
I am genuinely and almost crying at reading that out.
That list of cities.
Give me your number one. Right.
New York.
New York.
I mean, they're all great. They're all great. And all the stadiums in the United States are just unbelievable. I mean, it's phenomenal. So those are the host cities. Could you do me a favour? Have you got the pot 1 teams there?
I do.
Right, so let's go through the pot 1 teams very quickly and then pick who we don't want and who we do want.
Love
and,
it.
if you're going to have one big glamour tie, pick one out.
Yeah.
Go through it.
So I'm just going to pick the top 8 teams.
Yeah,
Let's
go
call
on.
that pot 1, right?
Yeah.
England, France, Croatia, Portugal, Norway, Germany, Netherlands, Austria, Spain, and Belgium.
That's all European teams.
And then we get down to
You've messed this up, mate.
so Canada, Mexico, and United States will be pot 1 teams.
They're
too,
pot 1
'cause they're
teams.
hosts.
I'd take any of them.
Argentina, Brazil, and Colombia.
I'd take any of the host nations, although playing a host nation in their backyard would
Can
be
you
difficult.
imagine the Donald Trump derby, USA versus Scotland in the opening game? McDonald's, I'm from Stornoway, I love it.
John Swinney stood next to him.
Oh my goodness. He was supposed. Listen, if there's a team that Donald Trump will attach himself to apart from the USA, it's going to be us.
It will be us, aye. I
Um,
mean, out of that list, I mean, there's no easy game, if we're going to be honest. And if you're going to pick a glamour tie, if we're going to get one of the big boys, you probably would go with an Argentina.
It's got to
or
be
a
the
Brazil.
Argies,
Eh,
surely.
aye. Eh.
You're in 2 camps, right? You're in camp number 1 where you want the draw that's favourable to try and get through. So you want Canada, probably.
Yeah,
Or-
you
or-
take the USA.
Yeah, or the USA.
I wouldn't go
absolutely.
with Mexico. I think they're a half decent
On home
side.
turf. That would be tough. I get that
Yeah,
completely.
the Azteca and all that stuff.
Or you go, do you know what? See pot 1. Give us Brazil. Give us Argentina. Do you know who I really don't want?
England.
England.
I don't want England either.
It's too boring. We've done it too long.
I don't want England.
Can you imagine?
I don't
we
want
take
England.
on Messi's Argentina. We
But
Scotland.
Here's the thing though about England. It'll become the Battle of Britain nonsense and all that stuff. And I just don't want England at all. And also, I think England are a fantastic side. That's another reason why I don't want them.
Not under Thomas Tuchel, but anyway, I've just seen his
know,
phone.
You know when you wake up in the morning from a bit of a mad night and you go through your phone and you forget the photos that you've taken?
Have you got a photo?
Oh, Murray, don't zoom in on
Murray,
this.
if you could zoom in on this, if you'd be so kind.
Thank you. Murray's a fantastic cameraman.
This is
who's
Ronnie
here.
Charters in Socky Hall Street in Glasgow.
It's on a bin.
No,
Dancing on a bin in the middle of the street.
I know it. Can I see that? I don't actually
Yeah, of
remember.
course
that.
you can.
What time's that at?
I think it's about 3:30.
Oh, we're in trouble, Murray.
2:30.
We're in trouble.
There's a lot.
3:30 in the morning.
Is that what the timestamp says?
Yeah.
And do you know why we were there? Because they refused his entry to the casino because they saw his eyes.
The guy. So that's where we are. How
is where we
just
are.
incredible is that?
It's unbelievable.
It's-
So that's what we think in regards to the draw for pot 1. Here's the most difficult question I'm going to ask you both. We scored 3 wonderful goals last night.
Yeah.
And through the history of the national team, the goals that keep getting repeated is Archie Gemmill
Yep.
against Holland.
Correct.
You've got Kenny Dalglish against Spain,
Spain.
top
Yep.
corner at Hampden.
Incredible.
And then you've got James McFadden against...
In the Parc de France.
In the Parc de France against France. And then you put those 3 in. Where are you ranking those 6 goals right now in the history of Scottish football, Ronnie?
Number 6, Kenny Dalglish. I cannot believe I'm saying that.
Right?
Number 5,
Uh-huh.
Kieran Tierney.
Okay.
That's mad in itself.
I know. Number 4, Archie Gemmill.
You're putting Gemmill at 4.
Number 3, James McFadden.
James McFadden 3.
Number 2, Scott McTominay. And number 1,
Kenny McLean from the halfway line. Kenny McLean from the halfway line.
I know, it's just, and I'm going to be, in terms of on the other side of this, because I'm a younger generation, I don't remember any of those goals. I genuinely hardly remember James McFadden's, I'm not going to lie to you. I was not in that psyche of following the national
but
team
you've
at that
seen it a
point.
million times.
100%, and I know how great it was, but I wasn't there. I was there when Kenny McLean scored for the halfway line to book it. When Steve Clark, who is sombre, when you try and go to a press conference, you try and get a line at the guy and you try and get him all roused up. He's so calm. He's so collected. He's so cool. He was doing a 50-yard sprint right through the Denmark's technical area to celebrate with him. Kenny McLean for the halfway line for me is the moment I will never forget.
Every time you say that, I just want to break into song.
Kenny McLean from the halfway line.
Kenny McLean from the halfway line.
Right, go on. Quickly, the rankings.
Do you know, I don't think people care how I'm going to rank the goals. What I think's amazing.
What's number one?
What I think's amazing.
What's number one?
What I think's amazing is James McFadden for me is the moment as a Scotland fan. I remember where I was. I remember how I felt. I remember drinks going all around the living room. I watched it in. Last night was that moment for a new generation. And see, to know that Scott McTominay or Kenny McLean or Kieran Tierney's goal will live in the memory that long for someone else.
Yes.
What a moment.
I can't sum up any better than that. I agree with it. For me, it's McTominay. For me, it's McTominay. I mean, I think it's technically
just incredible.
It's an unbelievable goal, and because it meant something as well. We took the lead, and it ultimately led to us getting to a World Cup. And then you throw in the other two amazing goals, and it's just a phenomenal night.
Can you say that last part again? It led to us doing what? Sorry,
going to the World Cup.
Yes!
Right, we need to address the elephant in the room, though. Sir Steve Clarke, who is now, ladies and gentlemen, it's official, Scotland's most successful national team manager of all time.
Oh, no doubt about it.
3 major tournaments out of 4, guiding the country to the first World Cup since the late, great, God rest his soul, Craig Brown. Mr. Ewen Cameron, I'm not going to slant towards the negative, but you have been his worst critic.
I wouldn't say worst. I've been
You
one.
have been his
would.
worst critic in weeks. So, Mr. Cameron, Murray's going to put Murray's going to put the camera to you. I've put the sick bag down there.
So we were only doing a 25-minute show today.
Yeah.
And it's at 26 minutes, so I've not got time to read this.
No,
This
you
will
do.
take as long as it takes.
Murray,
Ewan
set up
D.
the camera.
Cameron.
Ewan Cameron to the camera.
Look down the barrel.
Admit you're wrong and read the statement in front of you. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ewan Cameron, take it away.
Dear Steve Clarke, I said several things in the last 6 years. Now, I'm not the most intelligent human being.
Did you misread intelligent?
Let him finish.
I'm not the most.
This is getting clipped up. Don't interrupt us.
Sorry.
I'm not the most intelligent human being that's ever walked this earth, and I am wrong. I'm wrong. Why am I reading out something that he wrote for me?
At 4 a.m.
He wrote this for me at 4 a.m. Why am I reading this? Look how long that is.
Ewan,
Reading.
Look how long that is.
you don't need to read it all out, right? But I need you to do me one favour.
What?
You know I love you to bits.
Can I just say, look, I got it wrong.
You are
Can I
completely wrong.
Can I just sum up by saying I got it wrong? I'm not wanting to read that all. It's like a fucking autobiography.
But you
Reading.
I mean, it's really good.
the problem being.
Do you know what I'll do? I'll post the whole thing on my Twitter
Good.
page.
I'll tell you
But
what,
the
give
thing
me that.
is,
I'll post the full thing on
it's
my
very easy
social
to
media
just
page.
let you away with this because it's fantastic and everything's great, right? You have lambasted that man
don't.
for ages.
We're not ending on that
No,
negative.
we're not. We've got plenty of time to go. I'm telling you what, we're going to. But that man has taken so much flack.
But not just from me.
Not from you. From so many others. Of course they have. And he's done it. And he's got us there by hook or by crook. And the man, does he go... In fact, I'm going to ask you this question rather than say it myself. Does he go down as the greatest Scottish national team manager?
Well, the stats would
of all
suggest
time?
that. The
But-
stats tell you that.
I know, but you know who he's up against. So is he? Do you think
But
he
the
is?
stats suggest that. Of course it does.
No doubt.
Right. I'm going to read this wee bit out.
Go for it.
And then we're going to end with the Kenny
positive.
McLean song. Right. I'm Ewen Cameron. And I got it wrong, all right? I got it wrong. And I'm happy to admit that. Sir Steve Clarke, you got every single moment correct. And this nation is in your debt because of it. Every single Scot loves you, and every single one of them will tell you that. When they serenade you on match day 1 of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, we will be there. Scotland are there. Thank you, Sir Steve Clarke.
Cause it's Kenny McLean from the halfway line. Kenny McLean from the halfway line.
Right, let's call that a day.
Folks, thank you so much for watching, for listening. That has been the emergency pod, and we've done it. Ladies and gentlemen, we get to say this phrase for the first time in 27 years. Scotland have made it to the World Cup finals in 2026. It has been long, it has been hard,
Steady.
but we have done it. Sir Steve Clarke has guided a talented group of folk to one of the greatest achievements in Scottish football and sporting history. The waiting is over. the time is now.
Mate, you're not on STV News.
And folks, we will see you in North America. In case you're wondering, though, before we leave you, who scored the winning goal? Murray, and God.
Yes.
And everyone watching.
Yes.
And everyone listening. And the nation. It was...
Kenny McLean from the halfway line. Kenny McLean from the halfway line.
Thank you so much. And we will see you next week on Monday for another podcast. Come on!
Kenny McLean from the halfway line. Kenny McLean from the halfway line.